Not since Freddy Got Fingered has a major release been so painful to sit through. Odenkirk's latest exercise in what I like to call the cinema of screechy hellsuck, whatever the fuck that means, as deadly to brain cells as huffing paint thinner. God damn. These are the reviews for one of the most critically shit on parodies of all time. Kung Pow, Enter the Fist. Alright, now, I know the cover art for this movie doesn't make this movie look any better. It probably makes the movie look worse. But trust me, it's not bad. Even though this movie is so widely shit on, it does have its own following, and even a sequel on the way. But is this movie really deserving of all the negativity put on it? I personally think it's one of the funniest and creatively hilarious movies of all time. I remember being a little ass kid and going to theaters and seeing this movie with my aunt and her family, and once the beginning scene ended, they walked out with everyone else. It was literally just me and my family fucking dying laughing. So join me and discover what there is to love and appreciate about this shit on hidden gem. Oh, and I'm not really gonna spoil anything, but I still have to put up a spoiler warning just in case. Though, like I said, I'm not spoiling key moments or anything. So, there have always existed two sides, good and evil, harmony and discord. A couple on the side of the good birthed a baby in the mountains of China. He's born with a gift, marking him as the chosen one, the one who's supposed to save the world from evil. But evil already knew of the chosen one's existence. They show up and kill his family. They tried to kill him, but the baby fucked them up. So the main villain of the movie felt spiteful and tight, so he did him dirty and set his house on fire. He was believed to be dead, but he survived, and a woman found him and began to raise him. Nah. The bitch rolls him back down the hill. But anyway, he survived. He grew and traveled seeking revenge against the people who killed his family. So he must train and become stronger with the help of his companions in order to defeat Betty. A lot of the charm that comes from this movie is from how much they exaggerate the different shit that you'd find in like a classic kung fu movie. From its editing, to how powerful they make the hero of the story. But you will find that the characters are what make this movie beloved by fans, and probably you, when you watch it for yourself. Now this movie, if you haven't noticed, is parodying classic kung fu movies as a whole. It is using the kung fu classic known as The Savage Killers or Tiger and Crane Fist to do so. Director Steve Odenkirk, which is the same creator of Barnyard, that was on Nickelodeon, took scenes from the movie and used his own dubbed dialogue to create new characters that support the movie's own narrative. Master Tang, the sick Grand Master.
Don't. He'll kill you like a small dog. Let your anger be as a monkey in a piñata, hiding with the candy, hoping the kids don't break through with the stick.
Laying the love interest, I guess. I mean,
Chosen one.
Master Pain, slash Betty, the villain.
Do you need a glass of water or something?
And my boy went blow.
Knock, knock, who's there? Your butt that's about to be kicked.
The characters are basically caricatures of roles that they play in the original movie, as well as classic kung fu movie tropes. Wimplo is a perfect example of this. He is supposed to be the master's best disciple, which is a standard kung fu movie trope, but instead of being the best disciple, we're told that he was trained wrong as a joke, so he thinks losing is winning. When he's getting fucked up in his mind, he's winning the fight.
I'm bleeding, making me the victim.
The main character, or the chosen one, is such a ridiculous character. It's a complete exaggeration of the hero of the story type of tropes. There are also characters who didn't come from the original movie, such as the one boob chick, the narrator, who I think is Master Tang, but he makes scenes super fucking funny because he's so blunt and it's almost like he's in on the joke.
Chosen one was clearly not ready. He should have listened to that one boob chick. And so began Betty's killing spree. No one was safe. Ouchie.
Oh, and I almost forgot the most important character, Tungy. And if you've watched the movie, then you know what I mean by that.
What in God's name is that thing?
Alright, so let me talk about the gag that runs through the entire movie, because it's a lot of the reason why people find this movie stupidly trash. So if you've ever watched a kung fu movie that is dubbed with English voices, then you know that the lips and timing of words don't really align with each other.
Remember, you'll have to ally with one of them. Otherwise, you would never have a chance. Teacher, how will I find them?
Well, Kung Pow takes this concept up to the extreme. And I'm not talking about X Games, I'm talking about carrying shit with your balls extreme. Sometimes characters in the movie will be moving their lips like they reciting the whole song, but only say a couple of words.
Hey, who's he?
I don't know.
Or they'll just be making sounds instead of talking.
I like 'em feisty.
You disgust me.
Or even the dog bark will be fucking late. Yeah, the gag is absurd and stupid, but I argue that's why it works. Its purpose was to parody the dubbing of these kung fu movies and be as creatively stupid as possible while doing it. People can have the opinion that it gets old, but if you're watching a kung fu movie, do you ever say, man, this dubbing fucking sucks, it's getting old? Or if you're watching a parody and they mimic the horrible dubbing, I don't see why it should be a focal point of why you dislike the movie. But that's just my opinion, and if you feel differently, it's okay, but you just don't like that type of crude or stupid comedy, which kind of leads to my next point. Parody movies have always been a really weird place in cinema. A lot of them being seen as guilty pleasures, overwhelmingly mediocre, or just a fucking horrible experience. I can only imagine how it is for people who don't have sense of humor like most coke up the nose, expensive wine up the ass critics. When you look at parody movies and click on the first 10, you see these horrible scores and reviews absolutely trashing. Or you see 5 out of 10s, generally to abysmal scores, or you see those 1 or 2 movies that slip through. Most widely loved parody movies are from several years to decades ago. Movies like Blazing Saddles, Airplane, Austin Powers, The Naked Gun, Team America, Tropic Thunder. Comedy in itself is a very subjective art form. So a lot of people may like a movie that they find funny that other people shit on. For example, everyone loves Sausage Party. I like Seth Rogen. Pineapple Express, This Is the End, fucking hilarious. But did I particularly like Sausage Party? No. Was it enjoyable? Yeah, it was okay. Would I watch it again? Nah, I'm good. I may have gone off on a tangent, but I just say all of this to say, fuck other people's opinions. You like what you like. So just enjoy what you think is funny. If you gave this movie a chance, chances are you found this movie fucking stupid, but a hilarious masterpiece. If you haven't seen this movie, give it a chance, and I'm very sure you'll find a lot to love about it.